Malacañang clarified the decision of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. to veto House Bill 7575, creating the Bulacan Airport City Special Economic Zone and Freeport Act. This after some lawmakers expressed disappointment in the presidential veto, including the president's sister, Senator Imee Marcos. Eden Santos has the story.
President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has vetoed House Bill 7575 or the Bulacan Airport City Special Economic Zone and Freeport Act to cure its flaws. The clarification came from Press Secretary Trixie Cruz Angeles, who said President Marcos is fully supportive of the Aero City and that the construction of the 740 billion international airport in the province will push through. She pointed out the need to sharpen provisions of the bill, including those exempting the Commission on Audit to look into financial transactions of the Special Economic Zone.
The law needs to be sharpened to admit of the following: to provide the necessary audit provisions for COA, the procedures for expropriating lands that had been awarded to agrarian reform beneficiaries, to provide for a master plan with metes and bounds of the full scope of the economic zone. It needs to address why there is a rule-making power given to the economic zone, to this particular economic zone, for environmental issues, for environmental concerns. This has not been given to other economic zones. It also seems to include some provisions that might be contrary to some technical operations in relation to transportation laws.
In its statement, the palace also said if President Marcos had not vetoed the measure, it would have lapsed into law on July 4. Angeles added that without those necessary amendments indicated in the veto explanation, the law may be vulnerable to constitutional challenge. No less than presidential sister and Senator Imee Marcos expressed disappointment in the president's veto, as she is concerned that the actions will have a chilling effect on investors and the business sector.
Well, the palace merely says that the law has to be sharpened. We have to make anticipations of possible constitutional challenges on this one. It will cause further delays if the law is challenged and invalidated. So this is the best way to address the problems, the innate problems of the House bill, and it gives an opportunity for the legislature to make those corrections. So we understand their feelings of disappointment, but this is the stand of the president. Let's fix this now, so that we don't wait for it to be challenged later on.
Incoming Senate President Juan Miguel Zubiri and Senator Joel Villanueva described the presidential veto of House Bill 7575 as unfortunate as it could create jobs for Filipinos. Zubiri respects the presidential prerogative but maintains that the bill adheres with the provisions of the law, in particular that of the Corporate Recovery and Tax Incentives for Enterprises Act or CREATE. In a separate statement, Villanueva echoed Zubiri's concern. He explained that apart from creating employment opportunities, the bill aims to develop the country's economy with investments and infrastructure. Senator Marcos, on the other hand, appealed to the economic team of the new administration to state a clear policy on the creation of new ecozones and urges to convene the Legislative Executive Development Advisory Council or LEDAC at the earliest opportunity to provide such guidance. Eden Santos reporting for Mata ng Agila International. Trusted, connected, on point.